The pressure must be so insurmountable now after that first map.
Absolutely, yeah, and with a slight switch up composition-wise at least. Again, I'm absolutely with Baller. Again, Nagzet being the tip of the spear just wasn't working for them on Fracture here, so going to need to see a little bit of an adjustment because it's flipping onto the Reyna here. Yeah, no real enablers other than Mazzino and his utility.
Perfect
Nags actually,
start.
there you go.
Perfect start. You talk about the player having a rough first map, get the second started with a bang, get that just confidence right back with you. It is only a first pick, but it can make a big difference to certain players.
Absolutely right. You will back away as well. You want to get too overzealous here. We'll catch sight of Zombs as well. I think previously he did spot 6, so should have good information on 2 players at least. That has drawn Kesnet over towards A site as well.
Fallback would be tricky for Sentinels. Lack of information across the map could be a problem, so might see them double down on this piece towards A. So we'll again put a lot of work towards Nagzet, but you said it right. The rotation is in, but now eating flashes, pressure comes his way. He stands tall for a second, but there's the breakthrough, but it's only 6 still standing.
30 seconds
the last 2 pretty far away. They're playing towards B and C, and he wants that first pick. Taps a spike, it's not a bad idea.
KRU on the defense. Sentinels explore, at least I mean poised to explore A lobby. Here, whether or not actually it can close the distance here because Nag's flipping away from sewers now with the Spectre in hand. Pretty difficult to deal with. Dapper actually,
follow up.
Yeah, nearly closed out here by Kesnet. A lot of damage done.
Kesnet has to respect that utility and fall away at least to the top of sewer now. They want to make sure they're not overstepping because Tens is primed here. He'd be the one to try and collect on someone over pushing this.
I mean, all this was just a beta peek for Tens, right? To get somebody in the crosshair. Straight away, Sentinels actually. Very quick rotation towards C here. They're going to try and isolate Delvic.
Let's see how long he can stay alive in this. Maybe buy a little time for those rotations. He does have support en route. Or is he Klaus? They're going to play him by logs, but he's fallen. Tens finds that one. Delvic now down low.
Oh,
Tens removes him. And now he's found another! Tens, Mr. Impossible, keep it true to the name. And he still wants more. He's still fighting it out for Sentinels. Oh, that smokes. It's about to drop. The reveal is made. 6 got Nagzet. Right. And it's just like, you think, oh, they've got a good start, didn't lose anything over towards long. That's really perfect. And then instantly answer right back. He feels untouchable. Look at this guy.
Just full swinging towards Garage here. And actually, Kesnet has to back away. And a 47 HP. Klaus is tagged as well. Delzik will be found. And an opening created once again. 2 players out on C, very low HP line.
Yeah, they haven't been able to find any of these moments to strike, really. Tens is just looking venomous right now. Falls away. Just going to stick with the pack, but look at the site control. Dapper's already pushed up towards Hell. He's already done well to get this far. Sick. Going to cut between them. A little messy, but it will do the job. Kesnet can't quite capitalize on that. Oh, that would have been the chance. That's good from Kesnet.
Spike planted.
They need maybe a little more. I'd still like to see maybe another 2 kills come through if they can find this. Klaus, can he find that player on B?
Through.
Yeah, and Shaz is going to have like a nice angle to play with. There it is, beautiful. Sits a little passive to catch that cross, and Kesnet's chances now dwindle suddenly.
Kesnet on their wallbang actually caught a load more damage onto Shazam as well. Sick obviously felt. Now whether or not he'll even find another kill. Zombs looks curious.
At this point. We do have the leftovers coming in for Sentinels. Just that roll-on of that bonus round.
Well, actually think about it now, the way the previous round, actually, there wasn't too much utility invested from KRU anyway, so...
3-play stack in sewer. Pretty much, almost. Does seem as though Kesnet did fall away back towards that side to try and play, just in case someone's been creeping up long. You can see them dabbling with this concept of defensive-sided aggression. I love the fact they're still trying to do this. Hard after you've been beaten down a little bit here, but doesn't quite get what they wanted, but they do at least maintain information and control. And you can see that lean now coming out from Kesnet towards the B site.
Kesnet will be called upon. He's got the turret to swing off of contact, but actually he's going to get smoked off here, so no indicators here. He's got to figure it out for himself. Tens comes through. Nobody else from Sentinels actually committing onto site here. Tens potential to dash out, and yeah, he gets away unscathed.
Just a straight up drive-by from him, fine. He'll get that spike down. Shazam caught Nagzet on the push up towards A long. But still plenty of utility with KRU, maybe not as much as they'd like, but the Seekers come in already, and Mazzino is just on clear-up duty. Delzik does well, and now down to just Tens. That is what...
You give them an inch, they take a mile, and all of that comes down to the early round.
And it's something... feel bad bringing up the region in a weird way, but the Brazilian teams in other games have always been able to do that. They were always able to keep that aggressive stance no matter what, and you're seeing it looking a little likely with the LATAM side with KRU. Beautiful beginning, still finding that confidence to go take that fight and win it out. So that's Zom's now removed, and the back line looks a little weaker. Shazam's attention has to turn, and they have to win this fight towards the site. Naxxet did pop the ult, and he's waiting on those back lines, sitting towards the backside. Mazino tucked towards the top side of Sewer. And the utility now being shown, and you can see the creep towards the site. They've already got bodies on the site itself. And yeah, they just didn't expect Dapper to be so close by. Mazino caught completely unawares. And Naxxet, well, this is unfavorable. This is unfun as Tens is waiting for this. A pixel out of place, and actually he doesn't land the shot. Tries to deny, oh, he's made a meal of it. And now the 3v3 begins. Spike is down as well. Sick tries to clear the side, but Klaus still stands. Tagged up though. 13 HP. And Sick tucked, dedicated towards that angle. Got Shaz by his side, and now Tens gets into the matter. Klaus though, pushing forward does well. Tens with one, with two! The third maybe beckons.
Again, they find the right kill. The start of that is Zoms, right? And it relinquishes some of that, I guess, comfort they have on any site they choose to execute, but Tens actually, again, credit to him, he gets that up on bricks. The one smoke for heaven, they push through sewers, so methodical, even after losing Zoms. Actually, Kesnet avoids the Trailblazer initially. I think it was a little bit of a bait, actually.
It was. They baited it so perfectly, and Shazam punishes it. Push up on the other side of the map, and Mazino is still fighting the good fight for KRU. With everything he's got, and there's that push coming up. Finally, some punishment on the extremities, what we've been asking for and looking for from KRU, leaving Sentinels 3 with very little space to work with now.
Again, no smokes.
I know exactly where you are.
Little theft will go through, give him some information. Mazino actually swings ahead of it, finds Tens. That's ballsy, but I like it. Brings it to a 2v2 now. Sick will try and get this spike planted on B. Yeah, a lot of damage done from that Nano Swarm, actually. Sick committing to that plant.
Turret out.
Good to go with the flashes, at least. That's one bonus.
Klaus has the lockdown as well, with Dapper looming here. Window actually going to catch contact on the turret.
No way Klaus just got that frag. Sick is out of it. KRU continue forward. Let's see if that volatility can keep working, though. Let's see if they can keep doing this, if they can keep finding that space. All that KJ utility focused towards B this time. The double stack towards Sewer.
Adjustment, actually, yeah. You see Nags now over towards C. It's Kesnet. Oh no, I think that's actually Klaus, obviously playing towards the lockdown here. They do have the Hunter's Fury, and has a Shazam, so they do have a way to mitigate that risk. We'll have to see if KRU actually dip their toes ahead of this A site here.
You want to fight it?
Now we expect the trade out.
Nowhere to run.
There it is coming in. But the divide comes in as well, so that's the next layer that should allow safe passage to come through for Sentinels. Zeno wanted to try and deny, doesn't quite get what he wanted out of this.
KRU will be tested on the retake here, actually. We're a full 5v5. Zeno and Kesnet tagged up just a little bit. They'll wait for the Cosmic Divide to drop.
No back line.
Yeah.
It's all coming through CT or Heaven. That's about your lot. Plenty of utility still to play around here, and here comes the push. Pushing in towards this, going to be Naxxet leading the pack, to get himself in towards the smoke. Shots going further astray. There's still a couple standing from KRU. They're making it work, but Sick, the last line of defense. He's got two. Oh!
No way! Down on a Spectre here. Again, don't expect him to be the first point of contact for Sentinels.
Scout destroyed.
Dapper and Sick again, just causing problems. Just planting the seed towards A site. And it will pull Kesnet this way as well, actually. So initially, three-man setup towards A, but the Owl Drone, you can see that as soon as they hear it, Kesnet will hit this rotate. Deltic again. Under so much pressure now.
Yeah, you can see the utility really tailor-made towards that back of sight, but not pushing that far yet. There's the first pickup. Clean. Looking for Klaus to do a bit of damage here. Tries to burst through. Not going to get anything. 5 still stand. Naxxet, Zeno, anything here. Now Zombs is on the chase. He's fancying a bit of it. Does get denied. So it won't be perfectly.
And the ultimate's not there either, Nags. They're on the Blade Storm. Nothing available for them here. Have any
Good
sort
info.
of swing
Lock in sight.
turn things in their favor.
Yeah, that info maybe on towards A-Long is going to spur maybe the timing of this to be that
Got
just
your
touch
track.
quicker.
Quicker it is now.
Tens is going to be pacey towards this. Didn't quite catch Klaus, but the cross has already come in. Klaus does punish Dapper though. Now there's 3 players towards the backside. Tens has got to know there's more targets available, but the trade. Look at Sick. Beautiful timing to push alongside Tens just on the other side of that box. Zoms gets walked through. Mazzino still standing, still trying to do what he can. Has he made enough of an impact at this point? Yes! Takes it down to just one. Shazam though, the man leading from the front lines, backs away, has to respect the fact that he's been noted. Pushes back in, Shazam! On its own, but the money as well. The knock-on effect here puts them down to Ashiko. Yes, there's a little armor behind it. Ults aren't too far away, but it looks like that pacey C piece is going to be coming back out.
See now, that's completely changed the rhythm. Sentinels found a weakness, and once again, they will exploit it. Path's going to be open for long. You see already 2 members poised that direction. Again, at this point, they know they're on a lesser purchase. They want to play distance here. That's going to try and get over the top. Just misses of Shazam as he retreats back towards Covey.
Not finding any of what he wanted from this, but the ult now going to force them to make a move and
Oh,
maybe
that's
tease him
beautiful.
up. That is what you need for crew, but they still need more. It's been getting close, but it's always been Sentinels. But maybe this time it's different. Maybe Dapper can't do it. Oh, he still gets one, but nags it. That was brilliance between.
No surprises what we're going to see from him in this round. I got to say, crew potentially have just changed this from an 8-4 to... Actually, there's a scenario here. There's a universe where it's a 6-6 half.
It's so hard to call it because the early mid rounds are pretty even, and then it's down to these mad 1v1s. You can look at them chomping at the bit. Kesnet desperately wants to close that gap, and Nags it's actually... Oh!
Dapper man.
Oh, this is so close, but Styx still found a frag here. That's massive. A huge
I know
first
exactly
pick coming
where
out.
you
Ult
are.
now off the back of it as well. There's that information.
Sentinels ultimately bait this aggression they know has been there time and time again on sewers, and
I've got your
Dapper
trail.
and Sick in combination able to find that opener. But it's a pump. Look at this. Straight away. Tens over the top. Delzik will fall. Actually, the pinch from Garrett's perfectly timed. Dapper now left to... he will.
Nice catch.
Just the right place, the right time, and straight away Sentinels swing this back in their favor.
But 4-7, there is still life in crew, and this buy needs to be found. It needs to find its form here. Already Nags it.
I was gonna
Now
say,
noting that up in play.
if ever there's a time for Nags to land some shots with this operator, now is it. Dapper will be tagged on the outer zone. Actually, a full rotation coming out from Sentinel Dim. Mazzino overcommitting a little bit. Kesnet will find one.
I like that. And there's the ult as well, trying to quell this quick bounce off the back of what we just saw, that pick coming in. And actually, Kesnet, oh, he's toying with that idea of getting a little more aggressive, trying to be a game changer. But Delzik's position could be huge. But you can see everyone's considering someone's going to try and close in on Shaz, and they've got his 2 bodyguards keeping him safe. You don't get towards the king. As already it's a 4v3, but there's still so much presence on this A side, they have to look elsewhere. And that's been red flag crew.
Here, Klaus will be pretty early, but he's got a Spectre. It's going to be difficult here for him to find anything. 45 HP to boot.
Turrets destroyed.
Noted on the
He's got
turret.
Nags by his
Nags,
side.
yeah, he finds him first, but
One down.
But if this man is alive, there is a chance. Sick has been just digging them out of scenarios that could be unfavorable. Tens as well. 2 heavy hitters right now still standing.
so the pressure that Sentinels are bringing, yes, you can say there was in terms of the outcome, but the crew have still got a little fight left in them. See if they can get on board here with the pistol round. A little bit of pressure towards Garage here. Duelist combination here, Kesnet and Nags. Just trying to draw some pressure. But look at it. Again, look at the setup here. Just Shazam over towards A-Long. He's going to catch this information early enough so the rotation can come through. As long as he doesn't fall here. Alban will confirm it, but... Actually, I think Sentinels are a little bit behind this, potentially. Whether or not Shazam's just going to give up the site altogether. Spike not committed just yet, though, Lauren.
Waiting to see how this kind of keeps going. 'Cause now there has that rotation has come in, and Dapper could get caught in no man's land if he overcooks the pot here, but he knows he's on an island. I don't think Shazam can actually bail him out of this. And actually, no, they're going to push forward to it. They try and help him out. Shazam can't quite make it there in time, but he's still doing the damage. Still doing
Shazam.
what he can.
Strike down
No matter
A.
the odds, Shazam's still finding value, but it's a 2v2. And look
30
at the
seconds
players'
left.
positions. They're still deep towards CT here, so Spike can go down. But Zik ain't holding back. The man's on a mission. Zoms. Oh! But there's one man that can
There's a
seem
Marshall.
to turn these rounds,
There's a
and it is
Marshall.
tens. So let's see if KRU can convert cleanly. This is a huge win condition now in my mind, is if they get this next one, I don't know, not even clean, but just get it. That's enough for me to give them that next opportunity. Shazam's actually re-exploring down towards sewer. Couldn't quite find the timing he wanted, but he does get the confirmation. And Tens isn't fully backing away. Now has to respect it. Has been quelled, at least to this extent. Shazam still looking for that pixel, still looking for that headshot.
Looking to convert that damage onto Tens with the shock dart, but Shazam keep KRU in check for the time being. Isn't it now? Got to be careful. Ultimately got to be the one to make sure Shazam doesn't find this kill. KRU will pause though. They're waiting for something. Maybe a little bit of a re-aggression here. Actually, this whole time, Dapper's rotated across with the
like
short
this
seat.
idea, though.
I think it tucks them here. It's the perfect bait, right? There's 2 members noted already. Kesnet swings up.
I actually don't mind the pause from either side. Let's see how much damage Dapper does, though. Still good for 1. If there's any more, then that's where I start repaying attention. The rotations came in, but I actually like that pause for thought coming out from KRU there. See if Sentinels were going to get over-aggressive, play into it. It's a really nice consideration. And now down to 2. In a 2v4 post-plant, this is where it gets quite tricky to utilize that Marshall, even to Tens' capabilities. You can see him trying to find that opportune
Spot the
moment.
shoulder there, maybe.
I feel like he might have seen someone in graffiti, but someone's already filled that void. You can see Nags it lent out there, a little late from hell, and that worked perfectly. The Zik charge with... We go again. Purchase coming out, of course, will be substantially better for Sentinels.
How much quicker it is.
And the pace
Utility
coming out
on
from
site.
KRU is unbelievable. This is unrelenting. Going to take the site, and no one is here. Absolutely absent of presence. Spike can go down and will be instantly in the post plant.
Good chance for them to set up here as well. And lots of damage done though. Look at Kesnet and Klaus already. I think it was just on the cross towards Hell.
Big
Shazam and Sick.
And so far, this retake hasn't started yet. Enough utility still on KRU to keep buying time, trying to work that clock as the 6th man in their favor. And Sick and Zoms having to be kept back for now. Have to respect it, trying to now facilitate a pathway forward. It's go time. They got to get a move on, and Nagzed actually eats that. That's a problem. Dapper now gets the gateway opened. Zoms on the trade towards Delzik, and actually Sentinels flooding the site. Kesnet though, can Sentinels try and pull it back? There is a purchase here to an extent though. Rifle for Shaz, Zoms on the Spectre, Frenzy, Sheriff, and another for 6. So it's not completely without a little bit of something, but no early pick found there for Tens.
And Shazam actually has a Hunter's Fury as well, so another tool at
Look at this
Sentinel's
lean.
disposal. Yep.
Oh. Okay,
Well, just straight through the smoke.
fair enough. Now Kesnet's not probably loving this. Yeah, suddenly B becomes a little bit more of a problem than it should have been. And you can see Ten's already starting to re-explore towards Garage. He's already starting to have a little look that way, see if maybe there's something to be had. But for KRU, they shouldn't be flustered yet. A free pick's a free pick.
Oh, no.
Now you start getting flustered. Now you start to worry. As Tens does get revealed, but they've lost a great deal of space. Look at towards Long. Delzik, though, going to try and stride forward on this. He will at least be able to get towards that first fight, on towards that Sky, tucked in towards the box, and actually the swing from Zoms could not have been better. The timing is great, keeping all these trades decent. Mazzino, though, going to bulldoze through, and they've identified so many players are surely on this C, this garage area. And there's the Hunter's Fury. Mazzino's got his running shoes on. He's trying to close the gap. Can he get there in time to do anything about this one?
No way.
And wait, he's going to post up in towards Heaven. That's kind of nice.
Shazam here. Again, they tried to catch him off guard. I think just catch him whilst he was in the Hunter's Fury, but Zeno has a huge position here. Sick actually on the flank here. Klaus wise to it, though. And the turret will go off, identifying Sick's presence, in sewers.
But Mazzino, this is all about timing. Does he still check? Yes, he does.
Beautiful.
Oh my word, how have they turned this back? But Zom's in a 1v2. Spots across, he knows now roughly where these players were, but that utility still is there. Still trying to do what he can, but you can see it, time's being bought. They're both stacked towards Long. They don't have to do much about this. They can play it out. Mazzino gonna re-aggress towards the site. Zom!
Can they go further?
Looks like a 3-2 split. Maybe a little bit of pace to it as well towards C. No messing around here. Yeah, straight in towards Garage. We clear, we go. No one close by this time. It's towards the back of the site. Zoms has to respect a little bit of this. There's the ult now popped, and Klaus going to try and close that gap, get himself towards the site. Zoms now isolated, gets taken down. Nags is there, and this looks like it's going to be KRU's. Even the ult is just the icing on the cake. They can't deal with that now, and they have to respect this.
do. It's going to force them all the way out of garage, actually. Staying a little closer than you'd expect now as it ticks away. They do have to retreat.
That's time. Time being bought. KRU will take that every day of the week.
The Owl drone re-aggress through spawn. Well, it's even going to enable TenZ here. A bit of hesitation on the way back in from Sentinels.
TenZ going to tuck himself in the corner, hope to stay away from old Tommy the turret, but they're not finding an entryway. I think this is going to be a save.
Yeah.
They're going to have to back away and keep the weapons. This is looking like 9 is going to be on the board, and KRU will take this map, at least, in their favor for the first real time here.
And again, you can't fault the decision making. Like I said, this ultimately is KRU knocking Suspector.
Pace again. Nagze is fine. He's not flashed at all. Ahead of the flash, and he wants to keep going. Shaz is there on the fight. It looks reckless, but Shazam slows them down, buying time desperately. TenZ, get over here. I need some help. Maybe I don't. Shazam deals with the sewer push handily. TenZ still there. Now the gap gets closed. He gets taken down out of the air. KRU, this pressure is insurmountable right now. And Zom's full buy in his case or not. What are you meant to do with this? You've been noted, you've been spotted, and the site has already been taken.
Spectre here, a lot to ask. And actually, Cosmic Divide invested here as well. It's everything but the kitchen sink thrown at this round on the side of Sentinels. Well, Zoms is even going to be granted an exit. Looks as if he just wants to hold on to the Spectre, Lauren. Maybe try and deny a weapon outside A lobby. This is terrifying.
This is what I love to see, though, from KRU. They are fighting as a collective.
This is 10 on the board. The purchase behind this isn't pretty. No. And again, it puts them at a really, really awkward crossroad than that. And like I said, look at the buy. Yeah, this is...
All right, Sentinels. You've turned these rounds in the past, though.
Well,
you absolutely have.
The problem being, there's 3 rounds to make up. Effectively, if KRU win this,
Yep.
We'll wait and see, but the KRU have a couple of buys in hand now. They can play scrappy rounds. They can continue with these fast hits. And yeah, Shazam, sure, you can go 2 for 1. But in terms of the pace, in terms of the economy, that's going to suit KRU more.
See how they do this, though. You can see the patience being shown from KRU. They don't want to fall foul to any funny business going on.
This is right in an anti-eco again. They want to kind of keep Sentinels guessing. Again, it's only Shazam to hold down A site here. TenZ curious towards A-Link, actually making his way this way now. And with Dapper tucked in C-Long Cubby, I think the lean does come this way.
Yeah, I like this from Sentinels. They're going to have the right players in the right place, and the timing's good enough for Shazam to get 1. But it's the next line that's going to get tricky. TenZ couldn't find it. KRU still making this work for themselves. No big trades coming out. Lovely flash, though. That was brilliant. But Delzik straight away there. You don't get a clean fight on KRU right now. They are trading so effectively. They are fighting as one. Now Dapper, he's gone from it. Zom's last one here. Any damage would be notable, but I think he even knows the odds are slim.
Again, whether or not he's even given an exit here. It's actually huge once again that 4 potentially will survive for KRU here. That's a bigger buffer, a cushion on the finances here. And it's going to take...
down back as quickly as we expect.
Exactly. How many times have we seen Sentinels have to play from behind? Yes. And again, you make the comparison between the ferocity of map 1 and the play style from Sentinels here. We're not looking at the same team.
No, but again, same can be said from KRU. They are firing on all cylinders now. At 11-8, we come back into this one. And this is a huge purchase for Sentinels. And the man on the screen, Sick, has been instrumental in garnering a great deal of those. However, this now becomes a pressure point. This becomes potentially a huge swing factor. If KRU gets to 12, I'm calling it. And do you know what? Sentinels proved me wrong at that point, which, hey, they very much could well do if one player just has that huge upswing. But all the pressure now is on Sentinels, and KRU just keep doing what they're doing.
A couple of tools available, both teams. I'm still on that Hunter's Fury, the Neural Theft, and the Seekers available for Sentinels. Again, some of this utility invested pretty early on. TenZ actually only 1 away from the Blaze Storm, which could be key here in the next round. Again, questioning the finances behind Sentinels.
I've at least got the ulti on. Oh, they don't really. I mean, it's
I mean, I wouldn't say it's an
right?
advantage,
yeah.
right? The Neural Theft, you can effectively cancel it out. Shout out Tombiz.
30 seconds left. Get out of my way!
Here comes the site here, and these have been really nicely choreographed. The spacing's been really pretty so far. the ultimate as well, just to ensure safety on the way through. Shazam trying to find a connection. He doesn't actually get exactly what he wanted. A couple of tags, sure, but the frags are favorable. Oh, Dapper out of nowhere finding Delzik. Where's that spike? It's not going down just yet. Now it is. Spike going to be planted. Dapper, he drops in, and he gets taken down. And now it's Shazam and Tens. Zeno waiting on the side, pre-firing it, trying to do what he can. He can't make it. The guy leads from the front, right? This guy will make the difference for you. And speaking of difference makers, Tens, they need this man right now. 11-9. We look towards what the new look coming out from KRU will be.
Be careful, he's vulnerable. Nobody going to peek onto this though. Kesnit take a tag down to 30 HP. Lucky to escape with his life there.
Oh, but he's double dipping. He fancies another go of things.
X is going to face off. Tens. That is
Tens.
disgusting.
Absolutely scything them down. And now, already keep in mind that Kesnit was tagged up earlier, and Tens is still prowling this. He's still patrolling, not falling away completely. Zeno has been wonderful, though, on the other side. Can he be the next layer to this? But look at the other side of the map. And it's been read. It's been predicted. They've already hit this rotation. You already have two players stuck towards C. You've got, I think it's Shazam retaking space towards Garage.
It's interesting there as well. The spy cam being dealt with. And actually nothing noted from Six Flash. So you can see immediately Sick will sit a little deeper. Now he's got Tens to find this early angle at least. Zeno can make use of this space, fill this gap towards A site.
Sick and Tens really do need to hold this. This is going to be a very tricky one as well. All four players now coming around their way. You do see the lean coming out, though. Shazam will be there. Great flash. That's a huge reveal of information. Flash back up in 3 seconds, but he wants to fight, and he loses it. Tens. Oh, how do you get out of this? Back to the wall. That's how. Popsio up and over we go. Spots long.
The initial pressure. Nobody swings. Nobody's second contact there from Delzik, who has the spike.
Tens pushing, and Tens is now coming alive. In the hour of need, Tens is heeding the call, but he has to back away. 1 HP is all he's got to play with. A breeze might take him out of this round, but again, we all know Bogdan's Law. Going to get the heal. He'll be just fine. Prop back up. And the hit's still kind of working its way forward here. Tens trying to get a quick one if he can. No. Oh, you are lucky to be alive, Delzik. But now the spike. It's going to go down. We've been talking about the spacing, how good it's been, but a denial of the plant for now. Flashback in hand for Sick, and one soon to come up. 5 seconds, and they can start this retake again. Kesnit this time, though. New look, different position, gets checked. Dapper too aware, too smart to fall for that. And Delzik this time now in trouble. Ooh, they slip through in the smoke as well. That could be pretty nice, pretty tasty. Mazzino reads it well towards Sick, and now we wait. Up and over, Tens draws the eyes up, but it's going to be Klaus to draw them down, and Dapper and Shazam. The spacing could not have been better, and Sentinels are answering back in perfect kind.
They stabilize, and somehow...
For Sentinels. He's fighting for NA because they need this. And already the cross comes in towards Sur, and once again we see a similar look here. Tens is identified early though. We'll have to respect this just a touch.
It's almost here, KRU become victims of their own success. Now they have to explore all these other parts of the map that aren't familiar territory now. Sentinels now, they've read it perfectly. Look at the setup on the minimap here, Lauren.
There it is. They now know they're in danger, being herded back and forth. Dapper just needs to move out of the way, keep himself safe, and yeah, Shazam going to find Delzik, and they are so perfectly positioned, and KRU are going to have to run back away from this, going, where the hell do we go? But look who's found some space here, Kesnit. Great work towards B. While all of that was happening, he was still exploring those options. They hit the brakes for a second, though.
Yeah, Sentinels, I think, again, they have their finger on the pulse. They know that this reset is going to pull KRU back
sense
towards...
of security.
Oh my God.
An absolute fumble there. They felt as though Tens could not have seen that cross, and he's going back in! And yeah, Shaz may be down, but he's going to take the reins. He'll do it himself if he has to. By the time for those rotations, as Nagzit and Klaus are stopped in their tracks, the flash gives nothing. And Tens waits, and he misses the shot. Nagzit creates a bit of space, but 27 seconds, what do you do with this?
I mean, B,
you run away from A?
Yeah, you have to. At this point, I think B's going to be the consolation at this point. Again, it's not going to be comfortable. Sick actually going to try and flash through here.
The timing, they're so close now, but there's the backup, there's the support.
Huge.
Nagzit is there, brothers in arms, finding two, and now Zom's in the 1v2. Spots out Nagzit, tries to close the gap a little further. Klaus still going to pop down the utility, try and play for that plant. And
2 Spectres, a frenzy. Tens has the op, Zoms has a Phantom. And KRU now, they're all in.
They're going for it. It's all on the line now. Nagzit tries to get in towards the side. That's the first victim found. He gets Dapper, he gets the weapon. He gets the second. Nagzit tearing Sentinels apart. The pop flash was said could be big, but he still has to wait for the timing to be right. There it is. Can he make anything of this? No, it doesn't look like it. And Shazam